take a task and a half to dislodge them. It's the final game, ladies and gentlemen. It's G-Loot Season 6, and this Erangel will decide our champions.
We speculate, and we speculate some more, but no hot drop, at least not right off the bat. It is a hard western plane, though.
Navi. Oh no, okay.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. A lot of teams down towards the south, though, majority of which I would assume, like, I mean, honestly, both for FaZe and probably for Entropic too, taking those vehicles, see if they can make their way over towards the Mills side of things. This time around, Low not ready the parachute to get that vehicle, will be forfeited to Pixel. But as we were saying, I mean, of course, we have to highlight Northern Lights and Navi, because they are fighting for first. But if we look at the leaderboard, there are a lot of fights to be had for spots on that leaderboard. 4 additional points when it comes to PGC points. There's so much to be fought for. And, well, I mean, we were over here yesterday. We were over here the day before. So let's finish things off on the West Coast.
That's right. That's right. And for Northern Lights as well as Navi, I think you even need to fire any more bullets into him. I think you just fire at the other people still driving, because you could always run that guy over. Here comes the shots coming in, though, from Morsex. Double spray coming in against Skade. This guy is good. And will they get any more for their troubles? Pixel gets himself right off the backside. Oh, he's blind as well. Blue Star actually picking up a free Jeopardy. Pixel, so the last one remaining. He needs to bail from here. Yep. They still middle table and there's still opportunities, but no! Creed X cleans them up. That's 5 points going their way.
Solid takedown for Creed X. And again, I mean, for a team sitting dead last on the leaderboard while...
It's time to start sweating for Polish Power, as FaZe will stay alive in this fight for a lot longer. Navi, though, will be looking at the kill feed. If any of these guys go down from Northern Lights, actually the cross shots come in from Lou. He stops them from being able to aggress onto that position. And now Spiro throws the nade over. They're not in. That nade almost connects and almost gets the knock, but Lou barely survives. It must have rolled just a little further. Northern Lights, no knocks just yet.
Perfectix sitting so far away from this, tried to help as best as he could from inside the warehouse. Now has to make the play back towards his teammates. He will get up the hillside. He might actually have a chance to get the peak overview down towards the gutter, or down towards the what do you call, the crater that Nailab and Ivers are currently occupying. If he gets up there and gets some good shots off, that's either going to force them off, or even better, maybe he can get a knock or two.
I mean, the one blessing for Perfectix is now that he's found himself
headshot through, headshot.
Because Polish Power made that charge, they're no longer realistically there to threaten him with the angle that he wants to get. Here come the nades. Ooh. They're trying to bail. They're trying to get up, but it's not going to be it. Spiro gets 2 from all of that. He was already the kill leader, and now he is eking out the lead more and more against Navi.
Northern Lights just not giving up, forced to play the shorelines, but still making their way forward. They want these points. They know how important they are, they are putting it in their own hands to claim this victory.
Uber and aid on bystanders. They're trying to find themselves points against bystanders up on this northern position here. And at the same time, though, they know that the rest of the potential angles for bystanders were up the hill because they were already firing at them prior. ENCE is trying to also push on that too. But Perfectix is now rendezvoused with Northern Lights down towards the south. Herc sprays into Rustenmar and brings him down swiftly with haste.
What a spray. I mean, Herc again, such a... Every time we've seen highlights from bystanders over the course of this tournament, it's been Herc, whether it's with shotguns or ARs up close, he's really a force to be dealt with. Navi, again, I mean, the more kills they see Northern Lights get, the more they know that they need to get even more themselves. Example now, full push forward. Navi's having a good game, 5 kills so far, no casualties. They will hear bystanders on the right side. Spots climbing, takes down 1. They will see at the sides for the second one. 2 players down, 7 kills for Navi, but as I said, Northern Lights, every time Navi gets something, they're just immediately there to respond.
Neither team is willing to let this go.
Exactly.
I've said it all tournament long. The right comes in, the left comes in, the right comes in, the left comes in. Northern Lights and Navi are going blow for blow on opposite sides of this circle right now. They are the story. They are the highlight here as we continue things on in this big money match.
Absolutely phenomenal to bear witness to 2 massive teams playing massive PUBG. Faultlessly finds Pimi as question mark tried wrapping their way further forward. And look at the leaderboard again, question mark. They know who's above them on this leaderboard. So many of these teams fighting for the same spots, fighting one another in this final match. Question mark gets all the kills. 3 players still on their feet, just a couple of points away from Heroic.
Yeah, question mark playing a great play in here because realistically, they can jump if they keep getting themselves stuff. Squeaky up to the north against Metralius. But for Navi, they need to wrap all the way around that western side and take every kill until they can. If you want to be aggressive, Na'Vi, now is the absolute time. Uber is able to get himself Tixu. The sweeps will continue. They'll go for Ents, they'll go for DA, and their next target after that will be Team Liquid.
They are not gonna give up on this whatsoever. Every single knock you see going in the favor of Northern Lights gives more more energy to Na'Vi and trying going out and replicate. And not only that, but do even better themselves.
And of course, the South situation is Entropic versus NLT. Of course, this is how the potential Northern Lights push for the overall victory could end, with the usurpers that are Entropic down towards the south, but they're only 2, and they don't really have the full angles. Question mark is gone. Their hopes of pushing above Heroic and Bystanders is done.
We're running short of kills for Na'Vi to even get back on this. I mean, they've got alive with 4, but there are only so many players left alive in this game now. They really need to start fighting them. QBE spots one out of the open. Back down, just one hit there. Will he find the last? No, not gonna have it. Swaps over to the air. Quantum bullet could hit. He's on point and he actually hits it, but he survives with 1 HP.
You're totally right. I mean, Na'Vi on the opposite side of this would need 10 or 11 kills and Northern Lights to go out now if this was to even be feasible. But Vard hits Gustav hard, and we have FaZe as well getting himself clip with Fex, 80 on Jeems. Team Liquid is looking to melt down here.
1 player left alive for now for Northern Lights. And Navi is coming. They know what needs to be done. They've waited. They've allowed for Northern Lights to play their game, but they need the kills here. They need to take the victory themselves.
You've got to do it. You've got to take almost every single point here you can get. Alia is pushing up aggressively against it. Team Liquid dies off, and that is Northern Lights out. But now you've got to turn around and shoot absolutely everything. This might not be doable. This not doable with all the kills. There's not enough.
There really shouldn't be. There really shouldn't be. Even with the kills, Na'Vi doing what they could, doing everything they could here, but Northern Lights placement points alongside the kills they've been given. Even if they get everything here, I'm not sure it's going to be possible. But oh my lord, do they put in a valid effort. 10 kills, 0 casualties, have done everything they possibly could to claim victory here, but Northern Lights just too much of a trouble opponent to go up against.
Only 5 kill points remain on the field. Reasonably, with the position that they're in, they could take every single one. They could. But again, as you say, it's just too out of reach. But really now what we look at is, does FaZe convert even more here? If they convert even more off this Polish power, we already said they were sweating, they weren't far behind. They might have already done enough here, all things considered.
Yep. Spray comes through, Fakes goes down instantly.
You're not
Navi wants to get this game, and they're doing everything they can to get there. Alia finds 1 more, just 4 more DA players to be dealt with before Navi can sit back and watch the overall leaderboard. Did they get enough or did they not? Both of us, James, think it's gonna fall short. But I'm not going to say anything until I see the leaderboard after this game is over.
Yeah, as you say, the 4 versus 4. We said that Na'Vi was going to be a Raging Bull. They saw Red. They took out Red just
themselves. Yep. Metralius right now is playing it perfectly because he's staying alive. That is what's keeping DA alive, is the fact that Metralius does not go down.
But the thing is that Na'Vi still has a lot of util, and as this circle shrinks, DA's angle becomes tighter. That means your utility, grenades, etc., and things like that will become more effective. The smokes begin to descend on the battlefield.
Do they want to play the east side of this? They're smoking a trail as if they want to wrap east around. I think they do. They want to take the east. They want to get down the road. Maybe they want to take the fight to Metralius here. That would be... No, they have to stop in the trees.
He's moved.
There's no way they continue all the way over.
He moved.
They do.
Well, they now see exactly where that angle is.
They're going for the solo.
It's the hard cover that still is technically in the circle, and it is open. The 3 from DA are open from this angle. The only thing that was holding this off was Metralius on that side of the wall.
They know it's a solo playing the other side, and keep in mind they've left Uber on the other side. Example finds one. They've taken away the angle. Uber finds one up close as well. Navi to dare. They know what's on the line. To dare go out and do this. Which other team would go out and perform like this? Metralius with a response.
They solved this puzzle for the most part, but really DA is bringing the brute force against it. Now, can Melman underhand? That's perfect. Beautiful.
Perfect.
Oh my days, that is beautiful. Alia finishes off Schiller, and there is not much remaining here for DA. Once those smokes evaporate, they will be open to the elements.
Full speed forward into the car we go. Millman stays behind. It's the bait. It's the bait drive coming through. Millman, though, needs to make a move soon. 5 seconds until the circle is going to start closing on in. He only has so much time left to play. Alia is as close to the dot as you possibly could be. 3 nades as well. Start lobbing them forward. This is the last chance you're going to get.
He has 3 nades. You just arc them towards where that car is. Maybe a little bit further. That is way too short, but still shots will come in from the opposite angle here.
He has a ridge too. He can throw down behind. Up, down, 14 2v2 here. That nade, oh, Huth, he's using the smokes perfectly here.
A jump nade could potentially make that distance.
No smokes, though. This is the last you're going to get, guys. Nade, lobbed up.
There's
nade,
the jump.
Thrown. It's perfect.
It's too close. Alia has to move out there, knowing that a potential second nade could come in. They had to disperse a little bit. The flash will hit. It's up to Melman. He's the guy that has not quite got as much damage as the rest of them. But Melman is still capable of doing the damage.
Spots one off the side, down to low HP. Spots the second. It's not going to happen. DA wins the final game with 7 kills. But what an effort for NAVI to try and bring that game home.
What are the repercussions of DA here? Getting themselves a victory, maybe moving up a little bit with those PGC points, maybe bagging themselves a little bit more money as well. But ultimately, when we look at how tense the situation was between NAVI, Northern Lights, the fact that Northern Lights stayed alive for so long, with 3, mind you,